Anthony Peterson in an interview was asked, who wins between Javante Tank Davis and Devin Dream Haney, and he says pretty much he got Tank beating Devin. He says Tank is on another level. He says Tank hits like a light heavyweight. He sparred Tank, he sparred Devin. He said it's just a difference in that ring between both of them. And he's like, he doesn't care if he knew Devin since he was a baby versus just meeting Tank. He was like, from his experience, Tank beats Devin. He's like the only one that he sees giving Tank Davis issues is Shakur Stevenson. And a lot of us spoke on this. We spoke on who we think will give Tank issues, and a lot of us said Devin Haney, and a lot of us said Shakur Stevenson. Some people think both of them do. And in my humble opinion, I think that's true. I think Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, I think, are the only ones that can beat Javante Davis, mainly because their movement. I think Shakur might leave that fight a little bit more. I would say he might leave it a little bit more unscathed, more than likely. Devin's defense isn't as good as Shakur's, but Devin and Shakur's distance control is much better than Devin's. But Devin's jab is just worlds better than fucking Shakur's jab, bro. The jab is the key to a lot of shit, man. You can win a lot of fights off jabs, man. Rather you call it boring or whatever, you can win fights off that jab. And Devin's jab has proven to be a problem for damn near everybody he fights, that he's been fighting as of yet. The only thing with Devin is, he does get hit. He gets caught with rights a lot, like right hooks and stuff like that. He gets caught with those a lot. Maybe Shakur and Devin both have their pros and their cons, so I guess if they ever step in the ring, up until now, everything is just hypothetical. When you see them get in the ring, then we'll finally get to find out what's the truth, what's going to happen. But just by going with the eye test, it's only Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. I think those are the only two fighters, because of their movement and their IQ and the jab. Those are going to give Tank Davis issues. That's what I see. And I think they both can beat him in different ways. I think Shakur, the only thing is with Shakur, he hasn't really been proven. His chin hasn't really been tested yet by anybody. At least Devin Haney's chin has been at least a little bit tested by a pretty decent puncher and a few dudes, but especially Jorge Linares, but not by a Tank. But I believe Devin sparred Tank already. I know sparring is not much. You can't really go by sparring because everybody develops since then, since they spar. But sparring can give you a slight key to somebody, man. Just like with this Savannah Marshall and this Clarissa Shields fight, they fought in the amateurs, but that's like a different style of fighting. But that can give you some pointers on how it gives you a slight schematic on how to beat somebody. Not all the way, but it can give you a slight key to unlocking their door, man. And Anthony Peterson, he's entitled to his opinion. The thing is, though, he said Tank has been hurting and knocking out like light heavyweights, but who are these light heavyweights? How skilled are they? Are they just standing there and letting Tank beat on them? See, that's the thing. I keep saying the movement, the movement is nightmare. Fighters, boxers that are pure boxers, most of the time they're nightmares, bro. They're nightmares for people, for many boxers, for many boxer punchers, for many brawlers. Those kind of fighters are nightmares, bro. And they know this. They know this. But also something that he said that Anthony Peterson said the two hardest people he ever sparred was Zab Judah and Tank Davis. So think about that for a minute. Zab Judah was a hard puncher. He fought Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, I know you can't really look at it like this, but Think of it like this, man. Floyd for trained Devin Haney a lot on how to move and stuff like that. Trade Tank, but let's take Tank out the equation. Just leave Devin there for a second. You saw when Floyd fought Zab Judah. A lot of people were saying that Zab was going to knock Floyd out. You remember that? I remember that. I think I was about, how old was I when they fought? Shit, man, I probably was like, what year was that they fought? I think I was like 22 years old, 23, something like that. But I remember before the fight, like, man, Zab got all this crazy power. Yeah, I don't know about Floyd. Floyd might have met his match, bro. And Zab was hitting Floyd, bro. He was hitting Floyd hard. Floyd took it. And then after a while, Floyd adjusted to Zab and started whooping his ass. And you saw the outcome of that fight. In my personal opinion, I think that's exactly how a Tank Davis versus Devin Haney fight would go, just like that. And it's very ironic that Anthony Peterson would bring up Zab Judah because Zab fought Floyd, the same person that trained Tank and trained Devin Haney. Very interesting. But I would say Tank is much more technical. I think he's a bit more technical than Zab Judah. So that might be a deciding difference in that fight. But there's no way in hell Tank Davis is outboxing Devin Haney. I can't see that. I don't see it. I don't think that'll happen. And I think all these dudes, they know this, bro. They know this. They see Tank. They see Devin, how he performs in all his fights, and I don't think they want no parts of that. Okay? But I just think that fight is going to look a little something similar to Floyd versus Zab. Since Anthony Peterson brought it up, I had to think about that for a moment. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, didn't Zab and Floyd fight? Floyd was more of a mover. Back then, Floyd's style, he was into that Money Mayweather-ish type stuff. He was still kind of playing his feet a little bit, but he wasn't. He was moving around a lot more and more defensive-minded and stuff. He picked fucking Zab Judah apart, bro. I see that same thing happening. The only thing is Devin Haney's chin as good as Floyd's? I have no reason to believe it's not. Floyd was rocked a few times in a lot of his fights. He was rocked, especially by Shane Mosley. I never heard people say he was chinny because he got rocked. I just find that real strange. Like, Floyd was rocked. How come nobody called Floyd chinny? He was stumbled and his legs was buckled and everything, and he bounced back and came back and whooped Shane's ass. You saw what happened with Jorge Linares. He rocked Devin. Devin didn't concede. He came back and whooped ass. And I think that's what probably happened in the Tank fight. The only thing is, Devin will have to be a little bit more responsible and a little bit more cautious, but controlled aggression. Kind of like what Floyd did. Same thing. But that's just my take on what Anthony Peterson, now y'all know what Anthony Peterson said. If y'all didn't see the interview, go check it out, Fight Hype. But I just think that whole thing, because somebody's beating up heavyweights and light heavyweights, that doesn't automatically mean that they're going to beat people in their weight class. That's not what that means at all. Because a lot of these light heavyweights, they don't move around as much as Devin Haney, or they're not as skilled. So skills pay the bills, man. That's the key word. That's the key phrase right there. So anyway, let me know what you think about what Anthony Peterson had to say about who wins between Tank Davis and Devin Haney. Drop a comment, like, and subscribe. This is your boy, Rebel Life Boxing. See y'all in the next one, and I'm off this.